Well, hello everyone. Today's May 7th already. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but this first week of May has flown by. I don't know if it's because I'm in Canada and the weather has been a roller coaster, but here we are on May 7th already. And I'm so excited to welcome you to our Detox Diaries. We are back to detoxing in diaries. And it is a great way to learn more about why myself and the other coaches love detoxing so much. I want to introduce myself. I'm Dodie Deets. I'm the head detox coach. I have been detoxing for, well, I remember I wanted to be 40 and fabulous, and I'm 54, so it's been for quite a while. And I've tried every kind of detox, but I came across a program thanks to Jillian, and Jillian is part of the team. She's going to be in the back right now, but she will pop out and say hi. And I think she knew my crazy ways when we first crossed paths at Avon, Canada. And I always told everybody my liver is going to be so pretty when I'm done detoxing, and my kidneys. So that's why I do it. I do it for the organs inside me, not for the weight loss. The weight loss is a great side effect, but I do it for everything that's important to me: longevity, being around for my grandchildren, course, fitting into nice clothes, being able to go to the gym and keep up with the 30-year-old beside you at the Pilates mat. Those are a few things. I did go to I don't know why I did this. I haven't been to the gym for a few years. We've been renovating and moving, and I decided I should go to an intermediate Pilates class. So I did that on Tuesday, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am signed up for the rest because I was not prepared to have my butt kicked. And I can honestly say she kicked my butt, but my muscles have thanked me since then. So that's why it's important to keep detoxing, keeping yourself in peak performance. So we started last week off, or it was our kickoff call, and we talked about the 7 signs that you need a detox. And Cora joined me. She's our emotional detox coach. And she and I went back and forth on how we learn to recognize the signs in ourselves, and how, even the simplest one you don't even think of. We chalk it up to, and I hate the word, so I'm going to spell it OLD. We always chalk it up to, well, I am getting older. And let's stop that silliness and let's talk about living your best life by identifying the signs and doing your first detox. And I always tell people when they ask me, why do you detox? And I'm like, why do you take the lint trap out of the dryer and clean it? It's the same idea. Why do you change the oil in your car? Your body is your capsule. You're going to travel through your life in. Keep it performing at peak performance. And how you can do that is by giving your internal organs a holiday, a 21-day vacation once a year. Maybe it's a 14-day vacation once a year, or maybe it's 3 or 4 days every month, just to give it a simple little reset. And the beauty of this is we've got some ways to offer you that, and it'll gradually, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I first detoxed, it was a world of wow, because I did another program with a naturopath, and that was, 18 years ago or 17 years ago. I can't do math. Please don't hold that against me. But I remember my hips aching like a toothache, and that was the toxins leaving. And now when I have, well, I'll give you another example. A couple of years ago, I did the 21 days, and I wanted to take the butter knife and scrape the metallic taste off my tongue. So every time I detox, another part of my body releases something, and you never know how it will show up. But the nice thing about that is, you're getting rid of stuff you don't need. So when you do have a healing opportunity, or you have that yucky first day or two of headaches, that's because your body's going, hey, I can release this stuff. So we're going to talk to you about the 7 signs that you need to look at and think about. And maybe after the call, reach out to the person who brought you to the call and they can hook you up on getting into the detox, getting into the program, getting the manuals, joining our community. And even if you want to connect with Jillian, myself, Sonia, Claudia, Rita, anybody who has shared a testimonial, we're all very open to sharing our story and cheering you on as you go through this transition. So let's talk about the 7 detox things, the 7 detox signs, and what's normal and why your body's telling you this. So one of the most obvious ones is headaches. And headaches are going to come because there's toxins in your body and you need to get rid of them. A headache will also come if you're not drinking enough water or if you're lacking in some essential nutrients, right? So look at your life and think about those things, about how is that headache impacting you. Now, when I get a headache, I know it's either stress related or I need some water, and I can control it usually with just some essential oils, getting some Celtic sea salt under my tongue, little things that can make a difference quickly. Where if you are fighting chronic headaches at the end of the workday or stress because of maybe you're going through something in your life, or screen time's another one, take a look at that and think about how you can alleviate it. Maybe it's taking a simple walk at your lunchtime so you're not in front of the screen while you're detoxing, because that you have to allow yourself time to embrace the detox. Fatigue. If you're not sleeping regularly, that's your body telling you something. Last week, Cora and I talked about having that steak at 8 o'clock at night, and your digestive tract is having to work overtime when it should be resting and repairing. That's going to cause a disrupted sleep. Stress is going to cause a disrupted sleep. There's so many causes, but when I notice when I detox and when we talk in a group, then most people after the 4th or 5th day are seeing a more peaceful sleep. They're sleeping more solid time frame, so they're not getting up so much in the night. Now, granted, when we are on the detox, we are drinking distilled water. So that's a dumb water. What it's doing is helping rid your body of toxins. But if you're having to get up in the middle of the night, you want to do your water consumption early in the day so you can enjoy that peaceful sleep. Bloating or gas when you're eating something and you really can't peg it. You know, some people will say, well, white bread bothers me. But then the next time they have it, it doesn't. So maybe it's not the white bread. Maybe it's your digestive tract saying, you know what? I need a vacation. And if you've never gave your digestive tract even a 3-day period, it's going to enjoy the break from having to work so hard, taking in the meats, the proteins. Proteins are hard to digest. Veggies are hard to digest. So when we move you over to the liquids with the detox, your body's going to go, oh, you're just feeding me nutrients. I'm happy. It'll take a few days to get there. But when your body gets the nutrients it wants, it's going to be happy and you're not going to be hungry, and your stomach and everything else inside there, your pancreas, your liver, are all going to be happy and they're going to be healing. That's why we like to do that. Another sign of detox that you need a detox is skin breakout. So if you're battling any type of skin irritation on your face or any part of your body, it's your body telling you that it's time to detox. Our skin is our largest organ, and that's where we get rid of stuff if we can't get rid of it anywhere else. In saying that, when you're detoxing, don't be surprised to get a little bit of breakout if your body's still trying to push things out. But once you get through your detox, your skin, and that's probably, and I'm sure Sonia can even vouch for me. I'm going to call you in here right now, Sonia. People always say to me, your skin is so radiant. As soon as I finish my detox, that's what they always say. And I just did a sardine cleanse or whatever you want to call it. I ate sardines for 3 days in a row. And I couldn't believe the people that were saying it. So it's funny how your body can take the nutrition and react so quickly.
Yeah. If you think about it, Dodie, what's your biggest organ?
Yes.
What's the first sign that where you're going to feel it? It's in your skin. And you know, my mom, when I was little, used to tell me, Sonia, because I used to get these little bumps on my tongue, it's your stomach. You need to clean your stomach. And it's true. Your tongue, your skin, it breaks out if there's foods in you that aren't really processing. They're basically showing up on your skin. And
Mm-hmm.
when you do, even Dan, you read the Bible, the Daniel fast. What was the first thing that they said when these people ate the vegetables? Was they looked different than the people that ate the meat. The people that took care of their health look different. And that's one of the biggest signs is that, yeah, you may break out temporarily. We call it the curative stage, or I think that's what it is. The first 2 weeks when you're going through a change, your body's learning that you're finally putting nutrition in and not trying to, hold on to everything because they don't know when it doesn't know when it's going to be fed again, the right stuff. Right. So
Great.
thanks, Dodie, for bringing me in. That's a great
Yeah.
skin breakout. And I'm putting
Yeah.
little comments on the side. If you're with us on the Zoom, you'll see these comments. If you're not, it's okay. Just ask the person that invited you to give you that code so you can come on in, because there's going to be a discussion afterwards. And
That's awesome.
you want to be able to talk to us and ask questions as well. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing, Sonia. And I want to mention a story around that. My stepdaughter went off to university, and if you have a child going off to university and they don't have anybody close that's going to be doing the home cooking for them, they're going to grab the cheapest and quickest way. And we know what that is. It's usually behind a steering wheel going through a drive-through, right? So when she came home at Christmas, she was just battling it. Now she's in year 3 and she's cooking on her own and, making the right choices. But it took that to realize how quickly food impacted her skin and her complexion, right? So you are what you eat. And it does show through. I guess we could say that. Mood swings. So our gut is our second brain. And if you're feeding it garbage, it's going to make you irritated. It's going to make you frustrated. It's going to make you tired. And it's going to do all these things to you when you could simply just eat a clean diet and be the person you're meant to be, a happy-go-lucky person or outgoing, or you know what I mean? So think about the foods you're putting in and how they make you feel. And then think about how you're reacting to people once you start detoxing and seeing things differently. Bowel movements. Well, we all like to talk about that. That's one of the topics my family likes to cover.
Actually, can I just talk about that, Dodie?
Sure.
Because these are like symptoms of, what's normal when you are detoxing, right? And sometimes one of the things that, like, I cannot believe how much time we have on private conversations about our bowel movements, but some of these things we can't go out publicly, but I don't know how many times I have to explain the fact that you may not necessarily be having many bowel movements, because what we do is give our body a rest, so we're not exactly absorbing a lot of wasted fiber. We're absorbing a lot of nutrients, we're hydrating a lot, right? So the program is to help relieve the stress on your liver and your system, so your body gets a chance to rest. And you mentioned earlier, Dodie, I just want to interject with this, because you mentioned about you wanted to make your liver healthier. I just was so thankful again. I had another recent test, and for the first time in a long time, or actually historically, I've always, for those who don't know my story, and I know we have a few people on the call right now that I've just resurrected a connection with, but I was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, when I had to leave Avon days, alongside a traumatic injury. But I did not really understand what cirrhosis of the liver was. Nobody told me what damage can happen to your liver. Nobody talked about liver disease or fatty liver back then, right? And living in a car and living through drive-through and living through, just popping a pill for a solution caused a lot of damage. So when I did the detox, I actually took this as an opportunity to help give my liver a rest. And my body didn't I also gave my gut and my colon a rest, because I wasn't, absorbing the fiber and the stuff. So it gave my body a chance to relax. and heal, that time frame. And sometimes we don't talk enough about that, but the bowel movements, a sign of a detox symptom is, you will eliminate some waste, but it's not the same kind of experience as what you would typically expect for a harsh detox. We don't have a harsh detox because we're not pushing fiber into our system. Is actually so people are not getting the same reactive results that they're used to seeing in a typical detox. I actually want to start not using the word detox as much because it is more of a reset. It's allowing your body a chance to calm. So our new version, I wanted to share this because our new version or more language that we're going to be talking to is a reset and release. So not necessarily detoxing, because detoxing can be misconstrued today. And we are cleansing our system. We are giving our body a chance to rest. So I just wanted to, sorry for interjecting that, but I just wanted to clarify that. And I might actually start downplaying the detox word because it scares people, right? So sorry.
And Jillian, funny you talked about that because I used to do, and you can research this up. It was called the Wild Rose Cleanse. And I used to do it when I was out in the field. And there was a pill you took at night, like a laxative pill. And it would say 1 or 2 capsules. Well, I never took 2 because my job did not allow me to have that many breaks during the day. So, that was when you were, and it was like a 7 to 14 day one, I believe. It was very strict on the food. And then you had that laxative pill and you took a tincture in the morning, and it was just, So it's not that type. Like, you will have a normal life. You're not going to feel like you need to know where the closest bathroom is, other than you're drinking lots of water for the first few days. Your body's going to just need to eliminate, right?
Correct. So I just thank you for letting me interject there, because I think
no worries,
something we always talk about. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and you're right. This is a gentler. It's your body going on a rest, your organs having a reset. So, and if you get to a point where you think it's maybe time that you do, we have some ways to help you eliminate some suggestions. So there is a product that we suggest in your kit.
Yes.
Okay, good. And body odor and bad breath. So while you're going through all this, again, the toxins are coming out. So they can either come out in your breath, because you will be slipping into a ketosis state. And of course, your body odor changes. And I think even as we age, we change with our body odor. We change with where our extra Cushing lays in our skin and stuff. So there's so many different changes you'll notice in your body as you do a gentle release of the toxins in your body. So I am, and don't be scared. Like, we've all gone through them at some point. I could probably give you the date, like how many days in for each of those, but it's a matter of just resetting and your body's adjusting, and that should be normal for you. It's normal for all of us. We've all had to go through it. And if you were to reach out into the community and ask a question, I'm sure every single coach that sees your question would give you an answer, and maybe similar, but personal too at the same sense, right? We've all gone through it, but in different ways. So, and detoxing can, like I said, I remember the metallic taste on my tongue. That's not on here, but the more you do it, the more your body releases different parts in your body and shows up differently.
All right.
So we do have a wonderful lady here that's joining us tonight, and her name is Rita. Rita has been with us for over 1.5 years now, I want to say. Rita, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Rita came to us and she decided to take the detox, and it has made such a huge impact of her. She's someone who lives, eats, and breathes the reset and will share it with anyone and everyone. So I am honored to introduce you tonight, Rita, and have you share your story and your journey.
Thank you. Yes. The weight loss is the wonderful side effect. And for me, it was an important one because I had struggled at 200 pounds for a long time. I worked really hard with a personal trainer and I did lose some weight, but as soon as I lost my personal trainer, because we were both going to different places, so we couldn't continue. I gained that back, and this is what I looked like that you see behind me, 211 pounds. That was right before I did the July 2024, the very first group detox that we did today. I'm one of the founding members and a coach now. So I did this detox for 14 days the first time. And then I did it again in January of 2025, and I did the 21 days. And each time I did the detox, I lost weight close to about the number of days we did it, because it was 21 pounds in 21 days. So I lost maybe 14 or 15 pounds, and after that first detox, I kept losing weight. And then when I did the second one, I lost another 20, 21 pounds. And then I did it again in July of 2025. With all three of these detoxes, I lost 55 pounds. And then
Wow.
I've been able to maintain, I did gain back like just like 5 pounds, but I'm maintaining right at about 170, just maintaining all the time. And it doesn't seem like a lot of work. And I think it's because my body just feels more efficient. And then the other day, my sister-in-law, she asked me, Rita, do you use Botox on your face? And I said, no. And she says, well, you don't have enough wrinkles for your age. Thank you. You know, I
I
really
didn't know
do
there was a
believe.
quota, Rita.
Huh?
I didn't know there was a quota of wrinkles for each age.
I didn't either. But maybe comparing to somebody else she knows, I don't know who. The thing is, I'm about to turn 67 years old in a few days on Mother's Day. And the thing is, it's the detox has done great things for my skin. I feel more radiant. I can see a difference just in my face in these two pictures, and I was amazing. Before this thing started, so this evening I did wash off all my makeup, but when I'm seeing myself in my reflection in this on this meeting, I still have color in my face without any makeup. And I really believe it has to do with the detox because my whole system is still in pretty good shape. In January 2026, I did do the digestion reset kit because I wanted to support everybody that was going to do that. Okay. This July, I believe we're having another group. Am I right, Dodie? I plan to join that and do the detox this July. So I'm there to support all the people that are coming in for the first time or the second time or whatever, because I am one of the coaches as a founding member of this detox program, and I'm happy to help, happy to advise, happy to cheer on. So I'm here for everybody. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. And I appreciate that you mentioned that other detox, and I have done that one. And that's one thing I'd like to also share with anyone who might be listening and is interested. Connect with the person who brought you in, and I'm assuming they're probably one of our coaches. We can actually do a custom kit for you if there's a couple of things. And I have designed one for a couple of ladies in Moose Jaw here that we've changed to fit their needs. And, you know, whether it's a dietary need or it's just something they like in their diet on a daily basis, that we just kind of made a tweak in the kit that we that they purchased. So there's so many, we're very flexible. I think we're probably one of the most flexible ones, as opposed to going into a store and buying something off a shelf and you're committed to what that is. You're going home with a box that you're not really sure of. You're reading the manual inside and out, and there's nobody there for support. And I can speak from that because that's what I did for the majority of my detox journey, was buy a box and do it from the box. And I'd get my marker out, and here's a tip: once you do receive your shipment, get your Sharpie out and mark on there 2 times a day, AM and PM, 2 pills or whatever it is, or 1 packet. And then once you get in sync of doing it, for the 5 or 7 days, you won't need that. But I didn't even have that support, where Jillian and I and Jody spent quite a bit of time custom making a schedule for you, recipes for you. So Rita, one more quick question. Do you follow the PEVI after your 21 days?
Yes. Yes, I am modeling my diet based on PEVI. So I'm not eating I'm eating, the meats and like for protein I like to have fish. And I like to have a green vegetable, so I have these really good green beans that are pre-clean, so I don't have to worry about the strings. And I steam those in my steamer, and I'll go buy a whole side of fish and cook it, and then I can steam it, to reheat it. And yeah, so I am staying away from the deep fried foods. And yes, I've had some sugar. We do get to live, but I don't have it on a regular basis. And so so if we have birthdays or whatever, yes, you can have the cake. So I use the PV, which includes some of the supplements, including essential fatty acids, um, collagen, and I go ahead and use Renuvo, because I
There's a
believe
lot
that
of,
helps me
yeah.
with recovery, especially if I ate the cake. So
Yeah. And again, that's where you come back into the community. You've done your very first detox, and now you're heading into the 4th of July, say. We are going to reach out, and as a group, we can collectively tell you how to go through that without ruining what you've just worked so hard to do for 21 days. So that's one of the things I think I treasure most out of all this, is having like-minded individuals to fall back on, because I did the journey so many times by myself. And a phone call to my naturopath: am I supposed to be feeling this? Yes, you're fine. And I'd only call her Monday to Friday on her office hours, and then I'd have to go through the weekend and decide if that's what my body's supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to be feeling like this? But now we have a group where we can lean on each other, because I'm sure somebody in the group has already experienced what you may be gonna head through. But look at it as a healing opportunity. It's your body releasing what it doesn't need anymore.
Right. So thank you, Dodie. We're getting close to the 8:30 time slot. I just want to help you close the show for tonight. Thank you. So just so you guys know, this is going to be happening every week, same time, same detox for weight loss and longevity community. I did post the share of the slide. I'm going to share again for everybody for closing. If you want some information, email us at detox@feelgoodsharegood.com, and we'll make sure that we get the information that you are asking for. Like Dodie said, we have so much opportunities for flexibility, but we do request that you talk to a detox coach so that we know that you're getting the right detox for you. And we are doing another update to the program that typically everybody's had great results with. And believe me, I do have to emphasize that we do have a natural solution for weight loss. It's peptide driven, for those people out there that don't understand, peptides are natural, but there are synthetic ones out there, which you're seeing on all of the TV shows and everywhere, people taking jabs and They're synthetic and they're not been approved. In some cases, we have a situation here where we offer a natural solution using natural products, and we have amazing results, just like Rita shared. And we have a plan in the community, and we have incredible, incredible, incredible results. I, for one, am one of them. I experienced it, this is based on and Dr. Ronnie's retreat experience that I had. I went there, I lost 31 pounds in 21 days. I then progressed like Rita did by following the PEVI plan that we get access to. And I progressed to losing 55 pounds. And yes, I fluctuate up and down. I'm quite inflamed because I got exposed to mold recently. But, guess what? I know what to do. Like Dodie says, we do periodic cleanses. I do 3 days once a month. I do a 7-day once a quarter, and I do a 21-day every 6 months. And I know my girlfriends on the island are always asking me when am I detoxing, because they want to go out for lunch, and sometimes I can't go because I'm detoxing, right? But I still go, and I just bring my packages with me, and I'm sitting there having club soda while they're having wine and pina coladas on the beach, and I'm sitting there having my club soda. But hey, my drinks look fancy and it tastes like pina colada. It just doesn't have all the negative stuff in it. So what I love is the fact that I have the flexibility, the knowledge for life. I am no longer having problems with my liver. I have, like Rita says, I don't even wear foundation. For those in my Avon background, when did you ever not go out the door without foundation on? I don't even wear lipstick. I can't even wear some of the products now because I'm so detoxed I got rid of the toxic overload that my body doesn't want it. I actually have to get an EpiPen in some cases because I now realize I'm allergic to it. So what I'm trying to say is that Dodie's going to be here every week. I'm here as a backup, but it's Dodie's show, and she's going to be sharing more stories. And I can't wait to share this, like, more testimonials. And believe me, if you've had a good experience with this, please come and share, because now is your time. We've had hundreds of people go through the program. Now we're updating it with some exciting new products, including the new super green drink this our regime. And I can't wait, Dodie. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to get this in the public view the way it should be going forward. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us tonight. And I do look forward to you joining us next week. Same time, same place.
Okay. So we're going to stop the live now. Hopefully you got on the Zoom link and join this after party right now.